Breaking news out of High Point. A father is wanted by police after a deadly crash that killed his own 18-year-old son.
That's right. High Point officers tell us that Roderick White was impaired and driving more than 100 miles per hour when he lost control and ran off of East Martin Luther King Jr. Drive Sunday morning. Police say the car hit trees, a fence, and then caught on fire.
On top of that, they say White ran away, and tonight they are still trying to find him. His son, Roderick Jr., died at the scene. 2 other people were thrown from that car. One of them has a broken back.
If you know where White is, call 911.
A witness whose testimony helped to convict 5 teenagers of murder in Winston-Salem almost 2 decades ago is now taking everything back.
The case involves the 2002 murder of Nathaniel Jones, the grandfather of NBA All-Star Chris Paul. Jones was bound and beaten to death outside of his home in 2002.
2 of the teenagers are currently serving life sentences. The other 3 have already been released from prison. They both served 12 years.
But with the witness recanting her testimony, the State Innocence Inquiry Commission is now taking another look at this case.
Bill O'Neill is in Raleigh with a look at this new evidence and what happens now.
We get our first look at the new evidence today. It begins with the only eyewitness to the murder recanting her testimony. In a video deposition played before the hearing, Jessica Black, who was a teenager at the time, says she lied back in 2004 to save herself.
Everything I said on the stand, I can tell you, them, anybody, all that not true. But I said what I said because I was scared to death I was getting charged and going to jail. I was so scared I was going to jail. And nothing that I said was right.
An investigator with the Innocence Commission testified how Winston-Salem police at first withheld some of the evidence in the case when the state began its review.
When asked about this discrepancy, Winston-Salem Police Department personnel clarified that we had been provided the records file, which included only documents saved electronically, and that the evidence file is a complete hard copy file.
Winston-Salem police turned over 429 pages of evidence at first, but later added another 1,000 pages, including recordings and handwritten notes from the case.
It's a miracle.
Teresa Ingram, mother of Nathaniel Cawthon and Rayshawn Banner, who remain in prison for the murder, spoke with WXII 12 News outside the hearing.
I'm just thanking God every day. We got to this point. It's been 17 years long. I've been waiting for this day. I've been praying for this day. It's like eating cancer that has stopped.
We also learned today that the men convicted of the murder of Nathaniel Jones will all testify during this hearing. The hearing expected to last all week long. In Raleigh, I'm Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.
Thank you, Bill, and he's going to be covering this for us all week long. You can find his coverage online at WXII12.com. You can also follow him on Twitter for updates from the courtroom as they happen.
A man who could have the coronavirus flew through the Charlotte Douglas International Airport.
The health director for Mecklenburg County says this doesn't sound great, but it is not time to panic. She says this man is from South Carolina and landed in Charlotte on a trip back from Italy. The director goes on to say the man did not have any symptoms when he traveled, and it's still not immediately clear which day he landed back in Charlotte. The man is isolated at a home in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and is one of 6 presumptive cases south of our border. A person from Indiana visited North Carolina while being symptomatic. The Indiana State Department of Health says this person was in Durham and Wake counties March 2nd through 6th. That person is also at home, also in isolation. Their local health departments right now are working to figure out who this person may have been in contact with. And so far, these are all the states where there is a confirmed case of coronavirus. That includes the 2 presumptive positives in our state and 2 others in neighboring Virginia. Washington state currently has the most with 141. There have been 19 deaths there alone from coronavirus.
Nearly every county in the Triad is talking about plans and, of course, strategy for a possible coronavirus outbreak. Davidson County leaders, in fact, met this morning. They talked about hand washing, extra precautions, nursing homes, and the impact that the virus could have on children.
It was really important to us at the Public Health Department to make sure we were disseminating accurate and real-time information and to let our partners know how we're preparing at the Public Health Department.
Davidson County has done an excellent job of bringing all of our emergency personnel together. They put together a really good plan to communicate this to our families, as well as to deal with cases in the event that they may rise.
The superintendent for Lexington City Schools says administrators really want to keep parents in the loop, so teachers will send home additional information this week.
Merlefest is coming up before too long. The annual music show brings thousands of people all over to Wilkes County. A spokesperson for the festival says at this time organizers are planning for additional security measures. There will be extra places to wash your hands, and staff will continuously wipe down common surfaces. Organizers say they hope the virus slows down by the time that festival kicks in April 23rd.
So you've heard a lot of talk about the coronavirus, of course. We don't want to cause any alarm to you or your family. We just want you to be ready and remain healthy. The very best thing to do is wash your hands frequently. Use warm water and wash for at least 20 seconds. It's longer than you think. If it helps, you can count, or you can even try singing happy birthday twice. You should also cover your mouth and nose when you cough or sneeze. Doctors also recommend staying home when you're not feeling well. These are good and healthy habits pretty much for all year long. Right now, we are waiting for Vice President Mike Pence to basically take to the podium there and give an update on the government's response to the coronavirus. He's the head of the National Coronavirus Task Force. This is a live look there at the White House. As soon as the press conference begins, we will stream it live on the WXI 12 News Facebook page. Ahead on NBC Nightly News, reporters are covering the coronavirus from all angles. We'll have team coverage on how schools, big events, testing, as well as travel are being impacted. Nightly News with Lester Holt begins at 6:30.
Back in the Piedmont, strong winds knocked a tree down on a home in Dobson late last week. It trapped a one-year-old girl for nearly 2 hours. Remarkably tonight, she is okay. Kirsten Gutierrez explains how the girl's parents and first responders saved her life.
What was once a room where this family felt safe is now in shambles and completely ripped off, but the family says they're just glad their daughter is alive and safe. On Friday night, Matthew Kirkman and his fiancée, Caitlin Bowman, had just put their 3 kids to bed. 2 were asleep in the living room and Bailey was asleep in their room. Moments later, they heard what sounded like a gunshot, but it was actually a tree falling on their home, splitting their bedroom in half.
She was stuck. There was no way to get her out.
Yeah, the tree was laying across her chest and had metal all over. So we was trying to move the metal off of her, and then couldn't move the tree. I mean, I tried.
With very few options and time running out, Kirkman got in his car and started slamming into the tree.
She was laying in my arms while he was ramming it, and I seen the whites of her eyes go dark, and she just went limp.
The 2 took turns trying to lift the tree with the car until help arrived.
It would have been too late. If it would have been another minute, it would have been too late.
First responders say Bailey was unresponsive when they got there. Several people pushed down the mattress and held it there until crews could move the tree, giving the little girl room to breathe once again.
My heart dropped. I couldn't think of living another day without her. I mean, that was the scariest moment of my life. I never want to live it again. That was a nightmare. I never thought I would go through something so close to losing one of my babies.
In Dobson, Kirsten Gutierrez, WXI 12 News.
Right now, the Kirkmans are staying with family. There is a GoFundMe page set up to help them with expenses. If you'd like to make a donation, we have a link on our website, WXII12.com.
A judge raised the bond for a mother charged in connection with her young daughter's disappearance. Tennessee District Attorney says that Megan Boswell could be a flight risk. Investigators believe they found the remains of 15-month-old Evelyn Boswell in Tennessee. They are still waiting on autopsy results. Investigators say Megan Boswell filed a police report. Her mother and her mother's boyfriend are also charged in this case. Now, deputies arrested them a couple of weeks ago in Wilkes County.
A man from Graham is accused of shooting someone else in the head. Deputies say Donald Vincent got into a fight with Antonia Williamson and then shot him. Williamson remains hospitalized tonight.
Looking ahead, a KFC restaurant that exploded over the summer is reopening in a new location. The new restaurant is located on North Van Buren Road in Eden. KFC says this new location is one of only 8 in the country with the flagship American Showman design. Back in July, remember this? A gas leak caused this massive explosion. It was so strong it damaged nearby businesses. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
Well, this is the final week for Providence Kitchen's downtown location. That restaurant is moving out of the BB&T building in downtown Winston-Salem. Truist is also moving its employees out of that space. Providence is part of Second Harvest Food Bank. People who work there will move to the restaurant on University Parkway or to the food bank's catering program. That downtown location is set to close this Friday.